Good evening, my sweet little peach danishes.
And stop calling me pastries.
Here to unbox some stuff. I've got 4 boxes to show you, and then I'm going to change my clothes, put on some very warm pajamas, make a cup of tea, and snuggle in my couch because it is frigid outside. This is like the time of year that Arizona is like really truly cold. Now you people up north, you're like, it's not cold, but it's very cold for me, okay? Let's open some books. Pippin's gonna help. First up, we've got Aardvark. This just came today. It's all dirty. Ugh. Okay, so we've got this month's books. If you want to see all the different books. That bottom one is the book of the year. I did not get myself a copy even though they were selling special ones that had special like gold foiling and a design on the cover, and it was signed by the author, but because I already own a copy, so I don't need it again. And then on the back is the challenge. What does that say? Oh, they want us to design a bookmark and then share it for a chance to win a free credit. Okay, I might have to do this. I'm not gonna win. I have no design talent whatsoever, but I would like a free credit. And then this month's bookmark, I really like this. I really like this. Oh, and then on the back, we hear you. Our ears are thicker. They did it. They made it thicker so that the ears wouldn't fall off. That's cute. I really like this. I wonder if it's tied in thematically to any of the books. I don't know. But the book I got is one that I'd never heard of before. I knew that Aardvark was going to have it. And it sounds very intriguing. I could potentially hate it or I could potentially love it, but I want to give it a try. And that's MOTHEATER by Linda H. Codega. I think this is like a folk fantasy set in the Appalachian Mountains. It says, in a startling and nuanced queer fantasy set amid the beauty of the Appalachian Mountains, the last witch of the ridge and a newcomer investigating the coal industry must choose sides in a clash between nature and development that's been over 100 years coming. So that sounds really interesting. And it's like, I love nature-y, like, witchy books, so this could potentially be a real winner for me. Oops! Put the book on the cat toy. Here, Pippin. Next up is Book of the Month. It feels really thick. Oh, it's because I got my challenge crusher. It came on this. It fell off because it's too heavy. And it says, doth it not glow? A golden hammer to reward thine supreme challenge crushery, which is pretty cute if they're going for Thor. Because this is a hammer. It was called the Challenge Crusher. So, like, they've always given us swords before, or at least the last 2 years. And I didn't really like the swords. But this is really sad. Oh my god, it's really heavy. So we've got a little hammer. And it's definitely, like, patterned after Mjolnir. It says Challenge Crusher 2024. I'm always looking for more knickknacks to go on my shelf, so this is nice. It is so heavy. I wonder what this is made out of. And then they've included a little booklet. That's weird. I'll have to look through that. Oh, they did this last year. They do a little timeline of like past books that they've done. I didn't realize Catcher in the Rye and Of Mice and Men and The Sun Also Rises were Book of the Month books. That's kind of cool. I know their first book was Lolly Willows, which is why it's called the Lolly, the award they give every year. And you're voting voting is right now, so hopefully we'll know the results for next month. Oh, wow, they're going to be 100 years old next year. Okay, so the first book, this is one of the main picks. I didn't know how I was going to get a copy of this. I had a request on it from the library, and I thought, oh, maybe I'll go to Barnes & Noble and get it day of, but because I have to read it in January for one of my book clubs. And I wanted to read it anyway because I love this author's, one of her thrillers is one of my favorite thrillers of all time. It's in my video, which I'll link down below, my top 10 thrillers. And that's The Favorites by Layne Fargo. So this is about ice skaters. I think it's told in like a little bit of a funky format because there's a documentary, but it's not an oral history, but it's got like a documentary element to it. And they are the favorites, I think, to win, like, because they're Olympic level ice skaters. But it is also a Wuthering Heights retelling. Now, some of you may think this is a controversial opinion, but I hate Wuthering Heights. I've tried to read it / read it to varying degrees of success 3 times. Hated it every single time. I just like, it doesn't stick. Something about it makes no sense to me. And I don't like the characters and I don't like it. I don't like that book. But I feel like I could love this. I'm reading this very soon. And then next up is a book I had to get. And that is We Could Be Rats by Emily Austen. Oh, I forgot to look at the inside. So this is the under of the cover. This is her latest. It's about two sisters. I don't remember the exact plot. And the power of imagination. I literally don't know more than that because I don't want to. And this one is black and orange. And then Aardvark, that's the one I should have looked at. Oh, that's pretty. Green and brown. And then the side. I always love their spines. Aardvark has the prettiest spines. Oh, there's the bookmark. It was at the bottom. It's actually a good. No, this is the same one that they gave us last month. Pause for dramatic effect. What are you guys doing? Thousands of people submitted little phrases to you, including me. Use one of the new ones. Okay, guys, here's your boxes. Pippin's in the box. Of course he is. Guys, go play over there. Next up is Illumicrate. I have not gotten an Illumicrate since July. I've skipped everything. I've skipped everything since July. Although I should have gotten November. I regret that. I regret that deeply. But I did get this one, and I've been excited for it ever since I knew what it was going to be. And the little curly cues. Oh, I have not missed these. That's pretty. This is a book I am very interested in. Traditionally, Illumicrate has done a sci-fi book in the last book of their last box of the year, but they're not going to do that anymore. They're exclusively going to be fantasy going forward because there is now a sci-fi subscription that is coming next month, and I'm signed up for it. Unfortunately, their debut book is from an author that I don't get along with, so we're going to enjoy this sci-fi in Illumicrate while it lasts, and that's HAMMAJANG Luck by Makana Yamamoto. Now, I love each of the covers for this the same. Here's the original of this one. It's a different color scheme. And then here's the American version, which I enjoy very much also in a different way. So let's open this. I don't like this plastic wrapping thing because I feel like I'm gonna ruin the book when I open it. I miss the little bags. This is really pretty, I like this. If you're guys just sitting and your pants just like roll down, get a grip, pants. Literally. Here we go. So here's the cover. Very pretty gold foiling. The back. It says 8 misfits, 2 X's, 1 last heist. This is gorgeous. I love that. And then here are the edges. We've got like this ombre coloring and then like a lasered on pattern. And then same thing on the top and the bottom. Oh wow, there's no under dust jacket art. That's become basically standard at this point, but that's fine, I don't need it. Oh, I like the underneath, it's cute. Okay, so we've got this cute printed on hardcover with gold foiling, and it looks like there's schematics and notes. It says performance, precision, perfection, metabolife. 1 trillion credits split 8 ways. And then on the back it says Joyce Atlas Kaylee Harden 25th Annual Beyond Humanism Conference. And then it's intriguingly got like a surveillance camera and then like these numbers highlighted. And the inside is a lineup. It looks like these are the first 4. And it's got their names. That's gonna be nice actually when they say a name and I can just flip and then look at all the names. I love the design of this book. This is so clever. It is fully signed with a silver pen. What does that say? Oh, it's Hawaiian. I can't read Hawaiian. I'm gonna have to use a Google Translator. Anyway, I'm really excited to read this. Hopefully I can get to it really soon. Let me tell you what it's about. So obviously it's a heist book and it's queer and it's set in Hawaii by a Hawaiian author. HAMMAJANG, adjective, definition, in a disorderly or chaotic state, messed up. Chiefly in predicative use, especially in all HAMMAJANG. Etymology, a borrowing from Hawaiian pidgin. Source, Oxford English Dictionary. Edie is done with crime. 8 years behind bars changes a person. Costs them too much time with too many people who need them most. And it's all Angel's fault. She sold Edie out in what should have been the greatest moment of their lives. Instead, Edie was shipped off to the icy prison planet spinning far below the soaring sky bridges and neon catacombs of Kepler Space Station, of home, to spend the best part of a decade alone. But then a chance for early parole appears out of nowhere, and Edie steps into the pallid sunlight to find none other than Angel waiting, and she has an offer. One last job, one last deal, one last target. The trillionaire tech god they failed to bring down last time. There's just one thing Edie needs to do, trust Angel again, which also happens to be the last thing Edie wants to do. What could possibly go all HAMMAJANG about this plan? Ocean's 8 meets Blade Runner in this trailblazing debut science fiction novel and swashbuckling love letter, that's fun, to Hawaii, about being forced to find a new home and striving to build a better one. Unmissable for fans of Gideon the Ninth and 6 of crows. I'm really excited for this. I really am. All right, last one. I've got a little small pile this time. That's fine. Here is the theme. Pretty Lies. Here's the book if you want to be spoiled and not wait 10 seconds. Ooh, this is pretty. I always say that and you guys can't see anything because I'm not holding it up. It's really bad. She was chewing my book! Get out of here, Pippin! And he's went after this. Stop it. You guys are menaces. So we're opening this. Ooh, it's thick. So this is by an author whose books I've had on my radar for a really long time. And I actually tried out The Kiss of Deception, which was it her debut novel? By audio, and I hated the narrator, so I DNF'd it and I said I gotta forget this and try again, like with my eyeballs, because I do want to give it a shot because so many people love it. Bubble wrap. But this is her first adult book. This is very understated for Fairyloot. I will say that, but I like it. And that's The Courting of Bristol Keats by Mary E. Pearson. Here's the spine. And then here's the back. And it says, a gift is not just a gift in my world, it's an obligation. His world. She met his searing stare. Then too bad you're in Beau's Keep. Her voice didn't sound half as tough as she intended as she doubled down. My world, my rules. Okay. Here's the original cover, by the way, which I do quite like. But there's something very nice about this like simpler version. And oh my goodness, this is all worth it right here. So you can see. That is gorgeous. I love that. I love the mushrooms. I love the leaves. I love everything about it. And then the top is just blue. Oh, and there's a ribbon bookmark. That's fun. They don't have those very often. There is, oh, here. The original cover right there. Oh, the underneath is so pretty. Ah. So here's it's a printed on hardcover with like matte foiling. And then here's the back. It's very pretty. Okay, I like this art style, but I don't like their faces. Like, it's very pretty and whimsical and dreamy, but like their faces are weird. Can you guys see that? Can you see their faces? Ugh, they look weird. I don't like it. I just won't look at their faces. That's somewhat better. It's like they look too real, like too much like they've pasted on real faces on like fake people. It's like uncanny. Just make them look like illustrated people. It's fine. And then the inside, got a bound-in author letter with a digital signature. Oh, this is small font. How many pages is this? Usually when they're like thick like this, it's Fairyloot does like bigger font, but this is not big. I mean, this is not small. This is not big. This is small. So 553 pages. And little bitty font. Let me tell you what this is about because I actually don't know what it's about. Other than that it's a romantasy of some sort. Well, maybe. Or they would have put it in their romantasy subscription, which none of those books look interesting to me, so I don't know. Maybe it's because this doesn't have a lot of spice. By the way, I hate it when people say spice. Like, just say sex. Or smut. Spice. Spices are what you put in chili. Never make a deal with the fae. After losing both their parents, Bristol Keats and her sisters struggle to stay afloat in their small, quiet town of Beau's Keep. When Bristol begins to receive letters from an aunt she's never heard of, an aunt is in quotes, who promises to help, she discovers that everything she thought she knew about her family is a lie. Her father might even still be alive, kidnapped by terrifying creatures from another realm. Desperate to save her father, Bristol journeys to a land of gods, fae, and monsters. There she makes a deadly bargain with the fae leader, Tegan. But what she doesn't know is that he's the one who drove her parents to live a life on the run. And he is just as determined as she is to find her father, dead or alive. A heart-wrenching love story that spans worlds and decades. The Courting of Bristol Keats is Mary E. Pearson's adult fiction fantasy debut. My pants just rolled down again. I just did it again. I hate everything. I hate everything. So here's what we got. There are the spines. Some, well, a chunker. And then here's the other side. 2 pretty ones and then just 3 normal ones. And that's it. Little short one. Thanks for watching. If you liked the video, please don't forget to give it a like and subscribe if you want to. And if you don't have anything to say about any of these books, is there a moth? Is there a moth emoji? Please leave me a moth emoji. If not, some sort of a bug or an insect like a butterfly or something else for MOTHEATER. And I will see you guys in the next one. Okay, love you. Bye.